Update 5.5 has arrived, leaving us with the next main update for the Isle of Evrima, which is Update 6. And that is the update that's in the pipeline for the game's development. And of course, today I'm going to be talking about what is going to be in it. Now, we don't know everything that's going to be in it. However, I'm going to give you the outline of what we know so far. The overview of what we know is going to be in the update so far, from humans to diet system overhaul to the Gore system and everything else. If you are new, feel free to subscribe. But other than that, let's get right into the video. The main stage for this update is the Gore update. This is literally what Update 6 is. Update 6 is the Gore update. This is the center stage, the main realm of this update is all about Gore. And you may be thinking, if you look at the Trello board, you'll be like, wow, Gore is the only thing that we know is coming in Update 6, but it's not. Be rest assured. Gore is a substantial content drop. You'll be able to do quite a bit. From what I've heard, you'll be able to take bones from corpses as well as the organs, featuring blood, viscera, intestines, and all the horror that you can stomach, or that you cannot stomach. You may want to look away, essentially, is what the devs are saying. You'll essentially be able to drag corpses where their intestines are hanging out. You'll be able to rip apart corpses and take their intestines out of them, and there's probably going to be likelihoods that dinosaurs will be able to fight and maybe get substantial wounds, which could lead to their organs coming out in a sense. But that's pretty cool. And the way it rots is that, well, each organ and each bone will have their own rotten or, rotten mechanic and rotten look, and they'll go rotten over time. There's also a good showcase, a very early work in progress showcase of a Utahraptor dragging another Utahraptor, showcasing its ribs, showcasing its intestines, its lungs, and everything hanging out of the dinosaur. Specific to this, there is also new mechanics for interactions with organs and Gore, which will include changes to the scent system as well. These changes will essentially mean that when you sniff, you'll be able to see what's rotten and what's not, or what's going rotten and what isn't, and you'll be able to make clear of that. And by the looks of things, you may be able to distinguish different organs and different smells from those organs. Scarring is also something that is coming to the game in Update 6. This is something we've seen some early showcases of, being showcased as part of the Gore update for the game, which is a cool feature to go to, and is a core feature of the Gore update anyway, scarring, because then you'll be able to see the damage that is on dinosaurs, and you'll be able to see what's happened in terms of their previous fights. And of course, speaking of Gore, there will be a diets overhaul in this update. This is a full overhaul in Update 6, and this will make the diet system a lot better and a lot more intuitive for everybody who will be using diets and playing the game after Update 6. Essentially, it gives players more buffs and more advantages. Slots will no longer be locked to specific nutrients. Like now, if you go as a specific dinosaur, say a herbivore, you have to eat some potato roots or some specific flowers or some mangoes, and they're the only three things that you could eat. That's just an example, and don't even think a dinosaur has that diet plan. But that being said, in Update 6, it won't be that. It'll be based off of the last food that you have consumed, or the nutrient that you've consumed, essentially, and can be combined through the player's desire. So if you're eating like 3 different things, but they're not like specific to your dinosaur's diet now in this update, after Update 6, if you eat them, they'll provide their own unique like buff, and each one of those will have a specific buff on the complete diet. Each buff will be different, and you can change that by eating different things and getting a different combination of things that you're eating. This allows you to customize diets to your playstyle instead of being tied to 3 specific food options that you might not be able to find anyways. And tying into that, there is another system that's coming in the diet overhaul with Update 6, and that is a migration system. This is something we don't know too much on, but the developers have said it will be coming in Update 6, essentially promoting the movement of herbivores and carnivores across the map in search of specific food sources, which I think is pretty neat, and I can't wait to see how it will work in the game. And of course, the playable, that will be coming in update 6. Now, everybody thought it's going to be Troodon, but no, that will be update 6.5, unless update 6.5 gets merged with update 6, which we could eventually see, and maybe I'll have to do a video talking about that as well. However, humans will be coming to the game in a playable form. That will mean they will be playable on the official servers of the Isle of Evrima after update 6. We don't know entirely what capacity they'll be releasing in, however we know that they'll be playable on all official servers with their own unique models, animation set and more. It could be like last year's tests, where they essentially ran around with a torch and that's all they could do. Or they could be more fleshed out and a lot more usable in the future on the live official servers for the game. We'll have to wait and see. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What you think how humans will be in the game. Will they be fully playable, or will they just be, running around with a torch like we've seen in the past? So we have physics stuff to talk about next, which ties into doors, gates, foliage and lighting, which is quite a bit. It's more like just game mechanic stuff. But let's get into the first thing, which is doors and gates, because this is technically tied to humans and dinosaurs as well. Essentially, dinosaurs and humans alike will be able to open doors and gates after or in update 6. Essentially, it will have a mechanic where smaller creatures won't be able to open certain objects because they're too heavy for them, but as you get bigger, or you're a bigger dinosaur, you'll be able to open those gates, those doors and everything like that, compared to the larger dinosaurs. There will also be some doors that humans can only open, meaning that you'll have to unlock them, so dinosaurs won't be able to go into them unless they're unlocked. However, that also could mean that those doors could be lockable too, so humans can unlock them, go in there, lock it, then dinosaurs can't go in there. However, could open up for a cool mechanic in the future where a big dinosaur could barge a door off its hinges, or a raptor or a Troodon could be smart enough to unlock a door. That would be really cool. Imagine a little mini game like the Skyrim, trying to get into like boxes, like where you're trying to like use the things. What's the word? Where you're lock picking. Imagine that as a dinosaur, like a little mini game. That'll be quite funny. Anyways, next, foliage. Interactive foliage will be expanded upon as a system in update 6. This is essentially something where there'll be more types of interactive foliage in the game, allowing players to physically interact with the foliage on the map regardless of the distance or amount. For example, you could move some ferns. When you're walking through them, they'll move to a side or rustle, and maybe that could indicate that 1, there's someone in the area with you, or 2, that someone in the area is a dinosaur that's hunting you and ready to pounce. It's a good way to indicate that, like in the movies, Jurassic Park and all that, where you go into the long grass and you've got the raptors moving the grass while they're walking through it and picking you off. It'll be like that, but in the Isle. And of course, the final thing for this section is automatic lights. Now, this is a weird addition for update 6. Essentially, there'll be lights that will be coming to the game that are tied to the lore of the game. These are mechanics that essentially mean that lights will turn on or off depending on the time of day, a basic automatic system that will expanded upon after update 6. And that's all I have to talk about that. And the final part of this video is skins and vocals. These are the last things we know for sure that's coming in update 6 and is the last core feature. Firstly, with skins, the skin system is being expanded upon in update 6, meaning you'll be able to customize the eye of your dinosaur, more specifically the iris of your dinosaur. This is also something that you'll be able to change and customize through the random selection as well, where you can randomly customize skins for you. They'll also tie down to eyes too, but you also have a set amount of colors that you'll be able to do per dinosaur on the eyes. And for vocals, there are improvements to the game's vocal system coming in update 6. These will make the vocal system more reliable and performant. They also fix the issue of reverb when the sound is traveling great distances, which kind of made dinosaurs sound like they were a lot closer than they were, or a lot louder when they were further away, which I'm glad that's being fixed now. But that's everything I know of so far, and the roundup and overview of what we know so far is going to be definitely in update 6. Let me know your thoughts thoughts about this in the comments down below. What are you excited for here? And of course, that's that. Let me know your thoughts, everybody. I'd love to know what you think about this. I always do appreciate all the comments on these videos and all the support. Of course, there was probably some DL news that was announced this week from some dev updates, and I've missed it. The main reason for that is I'm on holiday at the moment, so this is a video that I thought I could, you know, get for you guys, so there are at least something to do with DL this week anyways. I do hope you enjoyed. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one, which is quite frankly tomorrow, because it's a stream replacement video, depending on when this video goes up actually. But other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Peace.